what's going on, guys? It's Anime One back here with a new video, and today I'm here with the final parts of What If Naruto was neglected and was taken by Obito. So if you guys like the content in the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, also like this video. So without any delay, let's begin the video. So we start this one off with pretty much everything happening as it did in canon. Mito went on her Menma went on his training trip with Jiraiya for 3 years, and he comes back to the village. The Kazakage Gaara is captured as he did in canon, and the Leaf Village ninjas are sent after him. As that happens, the people who are going after Gaara are Menma, of course, and then Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura. These are the four people that are going after Menma Gaara, the Kazakage, pretty much Team 7, right? So as they go, Sakura pretty much heals Conqueror as you did in canon, and then Kakashi summons Pakun and all that stuff, and Lady Chu, accompanies the team to go further. As they go further, they soon encounter Naruto, who has a 30% clone of him, and Team Guy encounter Kisame's 30% clone. As that happens, the battle between Naruto and the others team begins as it did, and this fight is pretty much the same as it was in canon, except for the only difference is instead of Itachi, there it is Naruto, right? So, and again, Naruto was not really like holding back. He just needed enough time to just stall them enough so that they can not proceed or not interfere with the extraction of the One Tails. So he did his mission. Soon Deidara and Sasori are facing off against Team 7, and this pretty much goes the same as canon as well. Menma and Naruto, the original Naruto, is pretty much relative in strength, so yeah, nothing much changes there. And then Sasori informs Lady Chiyo and Sakura. This time, Kakashi, Sasuke, and Menma were the one who went after Deidara. So Deidara does escape, unfortunately, as Menma is just rampaging with his 9 tails, and because of that, things are not looking so good. Sasori tells Lady Chiyo and Sakura about Orochimaru's hideout that they had, and they soon go to the Tenchi Bridge. Arc pretty much happens the same with Orochimaru escaping. He knows for a fact that he doesn't stand a chance, right? Kakashi was not forced to use his Mangekyo Sharingan in this one, since Sasuke and the others are with him, and Deidara cannot do anything with Sasuke and Kakashi's lightning nature, being a direct counter to his dignation and all that stuff. As that happens, soon Naruto and the others make their move. This time, instead of Hidan and Kakashi going after the Two Tails, it is Naruto and Kisame who go after the Two Tails. And Naruto is the one who pretty much tells Kisame to just stay back. He'll handle this. As he says, the Kisame is like, yeah, do whatever you want, Brad. And Naruto handles this with relative ease. He pushes Yugito with his Mangekyo Sharingan a little bit. Again, Naruto is going blind, but not at a really fast rate, since he has Uzumaki genes and Senju cells of Zetsu inside of him. So he's constantly getting healed, but again, he is going blind, and he needs Minato's eyes, which will come into reality afterwards. As that happens, soon Naruto, when Yugito does enter Tail Beast Mode, Naruto just suppresses her with his Sharingan Genjutsu, and soon they just suppress her and just take her to the Akatsuki. Two Tails is extracted. The Three Tails is taken care by Obito and Deidara, as it as it was done in canon. The Four Tails is taken care by Hidan and Kaguzu in this case, in which Hidan dies because Roshi is very powerful and Kaguzu is the one who pretty much kill and brings back the Four Tails Roshi. Right, Hidan and Kakuzu had to team up in order to defeat Roshi, so that's that. Since Hidan is dead, two members of the Akatsuki are already done and dead. And since Sasuke is not, going after any kind of, Itachi, so Deidara is also alive in this case. Soon, the all the tail beasts are captured, up to 7 tails, and the only one that are left are the 8 and the 9 tails. Asuma is alive since, again, as I said, Hidan and Kakuzu went after the 4 tails and Hidan was quite dead, so they do not have a reason to go to the temple and do whatever they want to. Soon, the 8 tails, Pain is the one who goes after the 8 tails. He goes, since I forgot to mention, but other people in the Akatsuki went after the 8 tails. Since 2 members of the Akatsuki are there, that are Hidan and Sasori, so Deidara and Kakuzu were forced to team up, and they went to capture the 8 tails, but they lost. And they both are dead. So eventually, Pain has to step in and go to Kumo to take Killer B, and this time it's not as easy as he thought, as Killer B with the joint force of the White Kage are too much for Pain to handle. Again, you guys might disagree with me, but again, Kumo, is really strong. And if Kumo were to go on war with Konoha at that point of time, I doubt that they could have won. So in this case, a lot of casualties is there before Diva Path could perform as chaotic Sin or Tensei. What happens is A and Killer B pretty much deal with him before all of that. Nagato is alive since he's doing this all from a distance, and soon after Nagato pretty much loses his six pack, he goes away with Konan. He informs Naruto and Obito that he lost. Once he informs Nagato and Obito that he lost, Obito and Naruto just look at each other and give them a nod. Obito teleports Konan away into his Kamui dimension and deals with her there. And Naruto pretty much deals with Nagato and rips out the Rinnegan from Nagato's eye socket. Once he does that, Nagato asks him, why he's doing this. Aren't they all on the same page? Naruto tells him that that he was a pawn right from the beginning of their plan. Madara, aka Obito, had just decepted him all this time. He had implanted the Rinnegan in Nagato's eyes when he was an infant, so that only an Uzumaki can bear the power of the Rinnegan. So Nagato, after hearing all this, would realize that his whole life has been a lie to him, and then he would just kill himself. Naruto and Obito, who have Rinnegans now, they both get one Rinnegan in their eyes respectively and go after the 8 and the 9 tails. Now, as I said, Kumo's forces are weakened, and weakened by a lot. And Obito right now is pretty much like the white mask Obito, and he goes after the 8 tails. The whole Shinobi Alliance was not able to deal with white mask Obito, and I doubt that Kumo by itself can deal with white mask Obito. So Obito pretty much stomps on everyone. He does let's just say, for plot's sake and just making it sound cool, Obito does this chaotic Shinra Tensei after pretty much capturing Killer B. Soon Naruto is the one who goes after the 9 tails with the company of Kisame. After that happens, things are fucked. Like, things are really fucked. Naruto, who was the perfect Susanoo, Not the perfect Susanoo. I mean, he has a really broken ability with his Mangekyo Sharingan, which I'll explain later. Naruto has one Rinnegan, so he has access to all the six paths. And since his chakra pool is that as large of an Uzumaki, so that's not going to be any problem. Naruto goes after Nine Tails. Jiraiya, who did came to the village after he heard that the leader of the Akatsuki was residing in the Hidden Rain village. Soon, Naruto was the one who confronted him with the Rinnegan and all that stuff, and Jiraiya died. And eventually they do get the message that Jiraiya had died in battle, and do you know that it was Naruto who killed him? After that, Menma goes on to train for Sage Mode. Minato, just kind of pissed at his own son. Who did this. He's bloodlusted as well. Kushina is just sad that all this needed to happen in the first place. And then soon we cut to Naruto, who has invaded the Hidden Leaf village. Naruto starts to wreak havoc. He summons 6 wood clones, and they all have 6 paths of pain power. So they all start to wreak havoc in the village, and eventually Minato has to face the original Naruto. Minato and Naruto battle for a long time. I forgot, as I said, Naruto's right eye has the ability to cancel out any kind of chakra. His right eye summons a galaxy-like aura around his fist, sword, or whatever he wants, and he can, if anything touches that aura, if they have chakra in it, that the part of that object which has chakra will completely vanish from that part of their bodies. So, for example, if Minato, throws a Rasengan at Naruto, and Naruto's galaxy-like aura via his Mangekyo Sharingan touches that Rasengan, the Rasengan will instantly vanish. It's not even a question. So Minato has to be really careful while dealing with Naruto to not get too close to him, otherwise, the certain part of his body is gonna lose the chakra, and it will take a lot of time to replenish it. Minato and Naruto fight for a long time, and they soon realize that they both are pretty even. Minato with Sage Mode and Naruto with his normal things. And that is, Kakashi dies unfortunately right before Naruto has of course divided his powers into 6 paths of pain. Kakashi unfortunately had to encounter the wood clone of Naruto that has the power to use the Diva path. And I also forgot to mention that all of these Naruto wood clones have the ability to use Susanoo as well. So the leaf is fucked, right? It's really even more bad than it was in original. So yeah, Minato and Naruto continue the battle as they both summon their Susanoos. The battle between Susanoos began as Minato had not been able to mark Naruto, so that he can teleport inside of his barrier. Minato realizes that if this has pretty much become the battle of tenacity, and Naruto, who has so much of a huge of a chakra pool that it's not even fears for Minato. And eventually Naruto defeats Minato and takes out his eyes, and it unlocks the internal Mangekyo Sharingan then and there. How does he do it? Modra could just pop a Rinnegan in his eye and heal it instantly. So I guess Naruto will just do the same. He'll pop out his Mangekyo Sharingan and pop in the internal Minato's Mangekyo Sharingan, and there, bomb. He has the internal Mangekyo Sharingan. Now Naruto is not blind. Now he can use the perfect Susanoo. And yeah, the leaf is pretty much fucked. Soon Menma arrives to battle Naruto with the Toad summons, and Naruto confronts him. The entire village is destroyed, and Menma is not happy to see this. Soon when Menma fights Naruto with the Sage Mode, he realizes that he's fucking outclassed. There's no way that he can defeat him. Naruto has Wood Style, he has the Uzumaki level chakra reserves, he has the internal Mangekyo Sharingan now, he even has the fucking Rinnegan. So yeah, it's not gonna work in his favor, and he gets captured eventually, and Hinata tries to protect Menma. and she gets mollywopped. Unlike Pain, Naruto actually kills her, and that sends Menma to go to the Nine Tails state. This Nine Tails is gonna be much stronger than it was in original, since Menma has the full Nine Tails, entire Nine Tails. So he pretty much goes rampage on Naruto. But Naruto, via his Sharingan, or his internal Mangekyo Sharingan, manages to suppress the Nine Tails inside of Menma, and soon puts him to sleep. They go to the Akatsuki base where the Eight Tails is getting extracted. Kisame, I forgot to mention during this invasion, had died unfortunately, right? So RIP Kisame, I guess. And then soon, Naruto and Obito, along with Zetsu, completely extract the 8 and the 9 tails from both of them. And the 10 tails is awakened. After the 10 tails is awakened, Naruto, who's completely loyal to the plan in this case for the Infinite Tsukuyomi. I know this kind of sounds stupid, but yeah, the ending is not going to be good. Just warning, right? Who's completely bored with the plan of the Infinite Tsukuyomi, actually lets Obito become the Tenter's Jinchuriki, and soon Obito casts the Infinite Tsukuyomi on the world. Zetsu takes his chance until pretty much summon Kaguya, and Kaguya wins, since Naruto is under the internal Tsukuyomi, and there's no one that can actually stop Kaguya at this point. So yeah, things do not turn out well, because the reincarnation of Asura, Menma, who's currently dead, the reincarnation of Indra, that is Sasuke, is just not as strong as he was in canon. He did not even unlock his Mangekyo Sharingan and all that stuff, and before anyone could do anything, the Infinite Tsukuyomi was launched and everyone was caught in it. So yeah, things are not looking good, and yeah, Kaguya appears, and she extracts every bit of chakra from everyone, and everyone pretty much dies. And yeah, she becomes almost a literal god, because not to mention, once she eats the god fruit, she gets the power of Hagoromo, Hamura, Madara, Hashirama, and God knows how many people were living on this earth. So yeah, Kaguya pretty much becomes God. Sees on Ishiki's level after eating that chakra fruit. And when Momoshiki do arrive on Earth to just kill Kaguya pretty much, Kaguya does the Uno reverse card and kills them. Soon, Ishiki and Jigen arrive as well, and then yeah, pretty much same thing happens. But Ishiki actually does manage to kill Kaguya even with all that power boost. Yeah, they're not defeating Ishiki, right? Ishiki definitely gets hold of Kaguya, and bam, the end of the series, I guess. Ishiki wins. He plants another chakra fruit on Earth, and Ishiki becomes the new Otsutsuki god. How about that? That ending sounds wonderful. Again, I was not trying to give Naruto much of a plot armor in this one, but yeah, the new series is gonna be coming out tomorrow, and hopefully you guys are excited for it. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.